Hi, good question. So the visualization of information actually has its own discipline, like infographics and information visualization and like bias and disinformation are part of that. And it's been kind of a short tradition, so there's quite a few options for you to look at. So I'm going to show you how to find data in Scholarly articles, how to find Scholarly articles formatting that promotes tables and graphics and things like that where they've already done the data, and then how to like take it out and maybe like use AI or Excel or even like drawing on a piece of paper the old-fashioned way. So when we start out, remember I showed you all these different databases? All Scholarly articles are obliged to show their methods and their instruments. So how did they gather data, and then what does the data set look like? They translate that stuff. So if you go to Advanced Search in the Library Catalog, I'm just going to show you an example, but this works for all the Scholarly articles, give or take a few. So I'm in Advanced Search here, and I did that title search for Medicaid and addiction, and I did a search, and I narrowed it down to peer-reviewed articles, and I found this one at the top. A lot of articles will have two different versions. They'll be like the Read Online, which is HTML text. Let me show you that. Oftentimes, so you can see like numbers in here. So there's like percentage points, there's like date ranges, and things like that. You could use those and make your own infographics. But the problem that we've got is, yeah, here's 4 in 10 people with a disorder versus unlikely insured. So they do a lot of comparisons. So there's a lot of numbers and things like that. But in these HTML articles, like all the formatting is lost. And it's kind of annoying. So if you go back and look for the PDF version of an article, all of a sudden it's a lot more rich, graphically speaking, but also you're going to get into the methods and the tables, and all of a sudden you've got these graphics where that data that we saw is presented in table format that's easier to use. So you could just do screen captures of things like this. Hey, check it out, there's more eye candy. It's really funny because they lost a ton of people when they asked for arts, whatever that means. Another thing you can do is you can take the name of the thing. If you're just looking for a graphic, it could be, no, I don't need help, I just want to look at it. You could look and see who's doing things with it. And do they have data that you could look at? Even though it's not coming from the article, it is about the subject of the article. So you could find information in here. So there's like a picture of an application. Let's go back and see if they have like infographics. Hey, there's a table. There's always the picture of smiling people. There's another data chart. Hey, here's the one that we found in the article just now. So what you could do is you could find these and cite them as a side citation, looking at the data, or you could take the data and make your own graphics. So let me show you how to do that. So let's see. Let's go back up. Okay. So a 9.4% decline. So I'm just going to randomly go to ChatGPT. I have not done this. Okay, draw a bar graph with one bar being 100% and the second bar being a 9.4% decline. So you can make your own graphics with this too. This will probably take a minute. Hey, it didn't take a minute. Check that out. So you can just use the data. I would like draw this out myself. in like Excel or something else instead of like grabbing it from AI, because you might get in trouble from that. But this is how you would do that. And you could also, can we edit this one? So instead of a bar graph, do a line graph. You get the idea. I'm not going to force you to look at this in the video. You can also go to your original search and infographic : and what that means is it's going to only search for infographics that have this set of words in after it. You could even put those in quotes like we did, but I'm not going to do that. And then it'll just show you infographics. Okay, this is a lot of information, a lot of data. The only thing that I encourage you to be careful of is cite everything vigorously and base it all off of your original scholarly articles that you're looking at, so you don't get in trouble with your teachers.